So what is an easy workflow with a Tiny Sound Visualizer? So first, of course, you have to choose the audio file. You can click here, then choose the audio file, which can be MP3 or WAV. And then you have loaded your audio file. Then, of course, you maybe want to have choose a background image. You load a background image. Then you click here, load a background image, which can be anything which what a browser can load, like a PNG, JPEG, or a GIF format. Then you load it, and then it's loaded, and then you can see here is the background image. If you don't like how it is displayed, you can go down here to background image, click here, and then open the settings for the background image, and then you can change the opacity or the contrast, and the opacity maybe. So don't make it too bright, otherwise the effects of the visualizer have not a good contrast to the background image. So if you have done all the settings for the background image, you can go here again. Here loading other things like a center video, which is the video which not has to be displayed in the center, but can be displayed somewhere here in the canvas. It's a video with where you can have a transparent color, so it integrates very well with the background or with the visualizer. Then you can also have a center image, which is displayed here in the center, and then this center image can react to the beat or rotate, for example. But maybe this is more special features, so we stick with the audio file and the background file. And then you can go down here to Visualizer and Stage, click here, and then you have first. So the first thing I would do here is go to Stage and Format and choose which size your record should have. Like I would choose landscape mode for YouTube, and then how big it is you can see here, and adjust the settings for the format, for the recording format. Then you have that, and if you want to record for Instagram, you can choose different settings. Then go back here to the visualizer and the stage. So here can you choose the active preset. So the preset which is active and defines what you can see here on effects on the canvas. And you can choose from pre-made or built-in presets and choose different presets here, whatever you want. And you can do that live during the recording. So you can choose your presets live during your recording, and when you play audio, you can choose that live. For example, you can start here, start the recording, and then change in the time frame you want the different presets. So, but the more powerful thing is to build your own presets. So you can go here and have the effect builder and choose from different effects and make a combination of different effects. So for example, in this preset here, we can add, for example, a core. Here, a core is always in the middle. For example, the classic core, and then you have this classic core in the middle. So then you made a custom preset, of course, and this custom preset can then be saved. Then go to Save Presets and give it a name, like a demo, and then choose. I would always prefer to choose FX slots only, so that means that only the effect slots are saved, not all the other settings. So for example, if you want to have another center picture for every preset, then you choose full preset. So then everything, like then also maybe the color scheme is changed due to the preset. But if you want to have a continuously color scheme, for example, then don't choose that and change, or you don't change the color settings during the presets. But for the start, I would choose the FX slots only. And then you can press Save. And then you have here in the preset library, you have your custom preset. So, and then you maybe do a different thing, like there's also like this ring spectrum. We can look at that. Coffee gone cold in my hand. Maybe we can remove this EQ spectrum bar like that. And then have another preset, save that, and save preset. Oh, now we have a full preset. We can save it again with FX only. So you have now two saved custom presets. And one thing you have to remember, that this preset library is only stored in your browser data. Yeah. It's not on your hard disk. It's on your hard disk, but it's in the browser data. So if you clean the browser data, all the presets are gone. To recover or to be sure that you're not losing all your presets, you always have to export them as a JSON to your hard disk and then re-import it, the JSON, to be safe that your presets are not lost. Anyway, so we don't want to do that now, but The thing is, now you can manually choose your presets here during playing if you want, but we have also an auto mode, like an auto playing of different presets. And for that, you can make a playlist, which open here, auto mode, and then go to playlist. Then you can choose a preset, for example, this demo here, and add that to the playlist. And you can change how many beats it needs or will have until it changes to the next preset. For example, we can change that to 8 and apply that, and then it changes after 8 beats. Then we can add another one like demo 2, add that one, and then we have that maybe for 12 beats, or let's make it 4 beats. Then this preset plays 8 beats, and then this preset plays 4 beats, and then it goes back to the first one, and so on. So you can make a really long list of different presets for your music or for your recording. But to do that this playlist really plays while you're playing the music, is you need to activate auto mode here. And you have different options. You can choose time, so after a different specific time the preset will change, or on how many kicks or beats there were, then it's changed, or randomly. I would always prefer on kicks and choose here on kicks. Then you have options of the pool of different, what pool of presets you want to include into the auto mode, and all available, of course. Then you take all available presets, or you choose this playlist we created here, this a playlist. Or there's another option, you can make favorites. Then these favorites you can have here. You can remove that favorite, and we can save the current preset, which is shown here, save to the presets. And then we can change that one to demo 1 and save that to your favorites. And then you have a list of favorites, and when you choose favorites only, then randomly these favorites will change to another. So then we'll change from demo 2 to demo 1 or whatever is in your favorites, but not in a specific order. So if you want a specific order, do auto playlist. If you want to have randomly your favorite presets change, do preset favorites. So we can here do that in playlist fixed order, and then we can make play.
You trace your name in the fog and wipe it away like a plan. Slow talk sideways, every word stuck in your teeth.
So you see, the presets are changing due to this auto playlist. We should have been open, but you could have seen that it will change here. So that's the main thing, what you can do. And then, of course, you want to record your visualization. Your music visualization, and for that you need to go here back to the start of your audio, because you want to have it from the start of your audio most of the time, of course, and then start recording, and then start audio, and then everything is recorded. And when the song ends, you simply press stop and download, and then the thing is stopped and downloaded, and you have a recorded MP4 file, which is then showing your video. In general, there are other settings so that's the basic things. So that's where you can simply start and have a good visualization of your music. But of course, there are some things you can change. So there are the video settings, so the recording settings. And one thing you should always think about is if you want to record in MP4 or in WebM. So WebM is mostly more stable than MP4. So I would prefer WebM. But it's up to you and your machine what is better working. You can also have the video bitrate you want to choose, or the audio bitrate you want to choose. So that's completely up to you. So you can always change that for the recording. And also a lot of other things here in the video setting. Then you can change the spectrum, which is displayed by the bars, the spectrum bars you can add. So like this ring here, which is a spectrum bar, and which part of the spectrum is displayed. So more bass or more higher frequencies, and how much of the spectrum is displayed. So that's this one here. Then you have a center video. We will not go into detail that. So you load a video, and then you can choose the key color. You can have the transparent color. So you can have white, green, or the top left pixel, which defines then the transparent color. The background image we already have done. And here we can enter onto stage text. We can enter text like simply the band and the song. So if you want to display that one, and then you can also have effects on that. Static effects like glowing. Let me see that. Yeah, there's a glowing. Or you can have the thing scroll. then it's scrolling, and also wave scrolling, for example, and so on.
Pour a coffee gone cold in my hand.
So then you have the center image. I won't also not go into detail. There's also a transparent color and stuff like that. You will find out yourself. And then you have here this audio and kick, where you can define how this, for example, reacts to the kick, and how sensitive the kick reaction is, or the snare reaction, which frequency will be detected for the transients for kick, snare, and bass and hi-hat. But that's really specific. So, and then important, I think, is also the color presets. So, for example, if you want to have mono color, a little bit more dark, then you can choose this one. And if it's too bright for you, you can also damp the palette, or darkness, or the highlight limit, or whatever. Yeah. So there are a lot of options here. There are some post effects. I will not go into detail, but they are mostly like you can switch them off on,
You trace your name in
like
the fog
old
and wipe it
style effects. So that's mainly it. If you don't like the recorded thing with start recording, and you want to record, for example, the screen with OBS, we have a clean full screen mode here, and then you wait until this is going away, and then you press space,
away like a plan.
and then you can record. So with space you play the music, and then you record with
Slow
OBS
talk sideways.
or something other screen recorders, and then have your format of your choice, which could be better, or if you want that. So that's it. I mean, that's pretty simple, but it's really powerful. So you can choose a lot of different combinations. You can have a lot of different center images, a lot of videos displayed in loop. Yeah, these videos are looping. And you can also then, in the next stage, which is very, very powerful, is then using these full presets. For example, you can save one text in one preset and another text in another one. And if it's then changed, the text is also changing, for example. That's an option. Or you change the color scheme during the presets. But that's also for advanced. Yeah, so with this, I think you have all the information to start yourself and have fun.